Hey, this is Heidi Dawson. If you love all things health and wellness and style of any kind, hang out here with me each week. I'm obsessed with never-ending improvement, and it's all in an effort to help each one of us live a wildly successful lifestyle. Subscribe today so you don't miss a thing. Hi, guys. Welcome to episode 407 of the Wildly Successful Lifestyle Podcast. Thanks for being here. I love knowing that we get to be together twice a week, every week, and I hope you do too. But I really am grateful for you. All right, so I saw a video the other day of a young girl, probably 20 or so, and she was on a bus. Now, I don't know where this was, but the bus was moving, and the video was taken from the bus's surveillance. Anyway, this girl saw a man was trying to steal an older gentleman's wallet. Thinking quickly, she disrupts the act by tripping forward and alerted the older man to watch his pocket because someone was trying to get his wallet. To which the guy that was attempting to steal the wallet got pretty upset, and he started to go after this young girl. Now, another man saw all of this go down, and as the girl passed him, trying to get away from the angry guy now, remember, they're on a moving bus. She's not going far. So as she hurries by this man sitting there, he has seen all of this. She's trying to get to the front of the bus away from this guy who is now angry. This man stands up calmly between the angry guy and the girl and basically stares at the guy to let him know, if you're going to go after her, you're going to have to do it through me. And that angry guy quickly turned around, realizing he wasn't going to come away from that altercation without really big problems. And for me, I say thank God for that masculine man. He may have saved that girl's life. Who knows? It seems like society in a way has tried to demonize masculine men when masculine men are the reason society is safe, in my opinion. Now, I'm a feminine woman, so I see the world through a feminine woman's eyes, obviously. For me, I would like to thank the men out there that are doing what they can to provide for, care for, and protect their families. I don't think they get enough appreciation for that. I was talking to one of my single friends this week, and she was saying that she ran into a young man that was in the Air Force, and she said, I thought all men in the Air Force would be like your husband. So my husband was in the Air Force for 12 years. But she goes on to say that this guy that she met was nothing like my husband, Eric. She said he wasn't a gentleman. I was freezing, and all I wanted him to do was just kind of stand in front of me to shield me from the wind because they were outside. And he was just like, why would I stand in front of you? Just completely clueless. But he did a few other things too. But she was saying how nice it would be to have a man that she felt safe with and had her back always. Now, in a couple episodes ago, I sort of beat my husband up a little bit. So I don't mind bragging on him. He's one of those truly masculine men that makes me, and really just anyone he's around, feel safe because he's a big, strong guy. And he comes off as someone that you just wouldn't want to mess with, even though he really is the kindest, most thoughtful man I know. But I know that if he needed to, he could be dangerous. He would do what he needed to do to protect me and anyone we're with. You know, he's one of those guys that always wants to sit facing the door in a restaurant, so he keeps his eye on things. And anytime we're together, like we're going through a crowd or we're traveling or something, his head's on a swivel, trying to make sure he gets out ahead of anything that seems out of sorts. I feel really safe whenever I'm with him. And for that, I don't think he gets enough acknowledgement. And look, I know there are women and men out there that are going to feel uncomfortable hearing this. But in a world where we say everyone should be accepted as they are, why then are we shaming our boys away from masculine traits? I feel like we should be celebrating our masculine men rather than shaming them. I feel like we should be encouraging more boys to look up to strong men rather than be ashamed of their own strong masculine tendencies. The parents that make a boy feel ashamed because he wants to do boy things, I think that's a big problem. Why not let them be boys and teach them to grow into their masculinity in a way with integrity, in a way that doesn't shame them for it? We need more strong masculine men, not less. I think we need to stuff the term toxic masculinity into the wastebasket of history. If someone is toxic, we all know it. We don't have to create a term for it. I think society uses that term toxic masculinity now, and it's kind of a joke in my opinion. But the joke really is on whoever came up with the term, because the real men in this world, they roll their eyes when they hear that phrase, toxic masculinity. They just quietly go about their business, taking care of things and making sure we're all safe, rather than arguing for their right to be accepted for who they are as well. They just accept they know who they are. But just like in every group, there are masculine guys who use their masculinity in a way that isn't good. I'm not saying there's not, but look, feminine women do the same. Feminine men do the same, masculine women do the same, but we don't condemn the entirety of those groups because of what a few do, or we shouldn't anyway. So let's not lump all the masculine guys into a shame group either. And society will say you should be accepted as you are, but then they tell men they must downplay their masculine traits so that other people aren't intimidated or offended. They throw that term toxic masculinity around like it's the biggest problem we have in today's world. But if a man is having a problem being a real man, I think there's probably a woman close to him that's creating that problem. I celebrate my strong man. I'm proud to be his wife. You should feel proud to celebrate your man too. Women are not in competition with men. I don't feel less than simply because I celebrate him. We're equals. We're equals in that we're human. We are all born equal. But he has strengths I don't have, thank God, and I have strengths he doesn't have. A strong masculine man with integrity will stand up for what's right every single time, and we need that. I've often said that being married to a strong man makes me feel safe to be in my feminine energy, which is where I naturally feel the best. We don't need less masculine men. I believe we need more. They say that hard times create strong men, and strong men create good times. But good times create weak men, and weak men create hard times. It's a cycle, right? If it weren't for our strong men in the world, we wouldn't have peace. We wouldn't have prosperity. We wouldn't have advances. We wouldn't have oil rig workers, skyscrapers, railroads, steel workers, and bricklayers. We need those guys so badly. So let's not be afraid to celebrate our strong men and raise our boys to be just like them. To the strong men out there, never stop opening our doors for us. Keep taking the lead. We like it. We also like that you have strong convictions and make long-term plans. And when it comes to picking the restaurant, we love it when you go ahead and make that decision and have the reservation already made. And we truly love that you want to protect us and that you tirelessly work to make us feel safe. My challenge to you today is to tell the strong men in your life thank you. And if you are a strong man, thank you from the bottom of my heart, and keep it up. Share this with 3 strong men. I love you guys. I'll talk to you in a few days. Don't forget to subscribe and share with your friends, because we're just going to keep going bigger and better places together, and I love that about us. Talk to you in a few days.